Have you ever felt that inexplicable warmth when someone is around, even though they've never confessed their feelings? Perhaps you've noticed subtle gestures, fleeting glances, or tiny actions that made your heart skip a beat, but you weren't quite sure what they meant. Often, love doesn't announce itself with grand declarations. Instead, it reveals itself quietly, almost invisibly, through the way someone treats you, watches over you, or subtly integrates themselves into your life. These are the unspoken moments where the heart speaks louder than words ever could. Falling in love, or recognizing that someone is falling for you, is rarely obvious. It's rarely dramatic or obvious like in the movies. True affection often manifests in small, meaningful behaviors that are easy to overlook if you aren't paying close attention. It might be in the way they remember your favorite things, the effort they make to lighten your day, or the instinctive protection they offer without fanfare. These tiny acts are clues, like breadcrumbs, that show their heart has quietly been captured by you. They reveal an emotional attachment that grows organically, hidden beneath ordinary interactions, yet powerful enough to make a lasting impression. What makes these signs so fascinating is their subtlety. They are rarely performative. They aren't designed to impress others or gain attention. Instead, they are authentic reflections of someone's feelings. Often, the person may not even consciously realize they are displaying them. Their laughter, attention, and care all emerge naturally, simply because they are emotionally invested in you. They find joy in your joy, comfort in your presence, and connection in your words, all without explicitly stating, "I care about you." These moments create an unspoken bond, a secret language of affection that only the attentive heart can decipher. Understanding these signs not only helps you recognize someone's feelings, but also allows you to appreciate the quiet ways in which love can express itself. In a world that often emphasizes overt declarations, these understated gestures are profound. They demonstrate that love doesn't always need words to exist. It shows up in action, presence, and attention to detail. Recognizing these subtle signals can deepen your relationships and help you see the emotional layers that might otherwise go unnoticed. In this guide, we'll explore 15 secret ways someone falls deeply for you without ever saying it out loud. From remembering the smallest details about you to making time for you even when they are busy, these signs reveal the silent but powerful ways the heart communicates. By the end, you'll not only learn how to spot these signals but also gain a deeper understanding of the quiet intensity of human affection, the kind that can change the way you perceive connections and relationships forever. 1. They always notice the smallest details about you. When someone truly starts to care for you, their attention to detail becomes remarkable. It's not just the big things. They remember how you like your coffee, the way you tuck your hair behind your ear, or the exact song that makes you feel calm. These little observations show that your presence matters to them more than you realize. Even gestures or habits that you consider insignificant are stored in their mind, forming a subtle but constant pattern of care. This attention is often unconscious. They may not even realize they are remembering these details, but it shows an emotional investment that goes deeper than casual acquaintance. When they bring up something you didn't even think anyone noticed, it can make you feel seen and valued in ways words often fail to express. Their memory for these tiny elements isn't for their own benefit. It's a reflection of their growing attachment. Over time, these small details become markers of intimacy. You might notice it in a slight smile, a knowing glance, or a spontaneous comment that makes your day. This behavior often signals that your presence has made a lasting impression on them. It's subtle, often easy to overlook, but it's a powerful sign that someone's feelings for you are real and attentive. 2. They go out of their way to make you smile. When someone is falling for you, they instinctively want to see you happy. It goes beyond polite gestures. They actively seek opportunities to brighten your day. Whether it's sending a thoughtful message, bringing you your favorite snack, or teasing you playfully, their goal is to provoke a smile, even in the smallest moments. This behavior is a silent form of affection. They pay attention to your moods, noticing when you're stressed, sad, or anxious, and respond in ways that lift your spirits without expecting anything in return. Their efforts often feel effortless, yet consistent, showing an emotional connection that goes deeper than friendship. It's not just about making you laugh. It's about creating moments where you feel understood, appreciated, and safe. These actions often appear spontaneous, revealing a genuine desire to nurture positive feelings around you. Over time, their repeated attempts to make you smile become a subtle pattern that you can't ignore. You start to notice that they prioritize your happiness in ways others do not. This quiet, persistent care is one of the clearest signs someone's heart is gradually entwining with yours, often without their conscious admission. 3. Their eyes light up when you enter the room. Eyes often reveal emotions that words cannot. When someone is falling for you, their eyes unconsciously react the moment you appear. There's an unmistakable sparkle, a warmth, or a slight widening that signals excitement, admiration, or joy. It's an instinctive reaction. They can't hide it because their body is responding before their mind can catch up. This kind of nonverbal communication is powerful because it's sincere. Unlike words that can be rehearsed or fabricated, the eyes are a window into true emotions. You might notice them glancing repeatedly in your direction or holding your gaze longer than usual, with subtle intensity. These small movements show that your presence affects them more than anyone else's does in that room. It's not always dramatic. Often, it's the quiet, fleeting moments that carry the most meaning. Over time, this pattern becomes noticeable. Their eyes consistently convey admiration, curiosity, or protective attentiveness when you are nearby. Even if they never confess their feelings verbally, this visual cue is a reliable indicator that their heart has been quietly captured. 4. They remember every important date in your life. Someone who is falling for you often has an exceptional memory for dates that matter to you. Birthdays, anniversaries, or even seemingly small milestones don't slip past them. They might send a thoughtful message, gift, or simply acknowledge the day in a way that shows they care. This isn't about obligation. It's a reflection of their emotional investment. Remembering these dates signals that they value your life and want to be part of it. It's a subtle but powerful form of connection. By keeping these moments in mind, they demonstrate that you are constantly present in their thoughts. Even if you haven't highlighted a date as significant, they might intuitively sense its importance and act in a way that makes you feel seen. Over time, this behavior becomes a consistent indicator of their affection. Unlike casual acquaintances who may forget or overlook such details, someone genuinely drawn to you treats these occasions as opportunities to express care. Their memory is often accompanied by thoughtful gestures that go beyond simple recognition. This pattern reinforces that their attention to you isn't fleeting. It's meaningful, deliberate, and deeply personal. Over time, noticing these actions will make you realize just how much you matter to them, even without words being exchanged. 5. They offer help before you even ask. When someone is developing feelings for you, they become instinctively attuned to your needs. They notice challenges, stress, or obstacles in your life and quietly step in to assist, often before you voice a request. This behavior demonstrates proactive care. They are paying attention not just to your words but to your circumstances and emotions. It's a silent form of support that reflects empathy, attentiveness, and emotional attachment. By anticipating your needs, they signal that your comfort and well-being matter to them deeply. The help they offer can be practical, like carrying something heavy, or emotional, like offering advice or reassurance. The key is that these gestures are unprompted. They arise from genuine concern rather than obligation. Over time, these acts accumulate into a subtle but unmistakable pattern. You begin to notice that they consistently go out of their way to make your life easier, often without expecting recognition. This type of preemptive care reveals more than friendliness. It's an unconscious way of showing affection, a quiet declaration of their growing feelings. 6. They find excuses to be around you often. A person who's secretly falling for you will instinctively seek proximity. They create opportunities to spend time with you, even through seemingly casual or coincidental interactions. Whether it's joining the same group activity, lingering after meetings, or appearing where they know you will be, their presence isn't accidental. They are drawn to your energy, your voice, and the comfort of being near you. Often, they will invent reasons or small excuses just to maintain contact, from asking questions to offering help or sharing something interesting. This behavior reflects an unconscious desire to connect more deeply, to be part of your daily world. Unlike casual friendships, where proximity is coincidental, these interactions are purposeful, subtle, and consistent. Over time, you may notice patterns, certain times they appear, ways they approach, or how they linger without overtly stating their intentions. Their repeated efforts to be near you are a strong signal that their heart is quietly attached, even if they haven't admitted it openly. It's an unmistakable, non-verbal sign of growing affection, one that speaks louder than words ever could. 7. They mirror your actions and moods subtly. One of the most revealing signs that someone is falling for you is the way they unconsciously mirror your behaviors and emotions. This isn't imitation in a superficial sense. It's a subtle, instinctive response that reflects empathy and connection. They might match your posture, gestures, or speech patterns without realizing it. If you're excited, they seem to share your energy. If you're calm or pensive, their demeanor often reflects yours. This subtle mirroring is a subconscious signal that they are emotionally attuned to you. Psychologists call this behavioral mimicry, and it naturally strengthens bonds between people who care about each other. When someone mirrors you, it demonstrates that your presence has an impact on their mind and body. They are aligning with you because they feel a growing closeness. Over time, these mirrored behaviors create a sense of comfort and understanding, even without words. You might notice it as a gentle synchrony in conversation or a shared rhythm in movement. The key is that this is often instinctual, not deliberate, which makes it a powerful indicator of genuine affection. If you pay attention, you'll see that their subtle reflection of your actions and moods reveals that their feelings are deeply invested, quietly strengthening the invisible connection between you. 8. They listen more than they speak in conversations. When someone is developing feelings for you, they naturally become more attentive and focused on your words. They listen actively, absorbing your stories, opinions, and emotions without interrupting or redirecting the conversation to themselves. Their questions are thoughtful, showing that they care about understanding you deeply. Unlike casual listeners, they remember details from past conversations and refer back to them, demonstrating that your experiences matter to them. Listening in this way is a silent form of emotional intimacy. It signals that they prioritize your thoughts and feelings. By giving you space to speak and expressing genuine curiosity, they create a sense of safety and connection. Over time, their attentive listening becomes a pattern that distinguishes them from others. They are present not only physically but emotionally. This behavior is often unconscious. They may not realize the impact of their attentiveness. Yet, it communicates more than words can convey. It says, "You matter to me, and I want to understand you completely." Observing someone who consistently listens this way is one of the clearest signs that their heart is quietly invested in you, forming a bond built on respect, care, and subtle affection. 9. They compliment you in unexpected, genuine ways. When someone secretly falls for you, their compliments often go beyond superficial praise. They notice things that others overlook, the way you approach challenges, a subtle change in your mood, or a quiet strength you carry. These compliments feel sincere, specific, and personal rather than generic or rehearsed. They are designed not only to acknowledge your qualities but to make you feel truly seen. Often, these comments are unprompted and appear at moments when you least expect them, enhancing their authenticity. Genuine compliments reflect their growing emotional investment. They pay attention to who you are at your core and appreciate aspects that matter most. Over time, you may notice a pattern. They consistently highlight traits, behaviors, or accomplishments that reveal they value more than just your appearance. These remarks can be quiet or subtle, but their frequency and thoughtfulness demonstrate affection without needing a verbal confession. It's a sign that your presence affects them deeply, and they want to encourage your confidence, happiness, and self-worth. When delivered thoughtfully, these compliments become a powerful, nonverbal way of communicating growing love, admiration, and respect. 10. They prioritize you over their own comfort. When someone is falling for you, they often put your needs or happiness above their own comfort. This doesn't mean they neglect themselves entirely, but they willingly adjust their schedule, plans, or energy to accommodate you. They might stay late to help, choose to spend time with you instead of doing something they prefer, or compromise on personal conveniences just to make your life easier. These actions reflect genuine care because they involve conscious effort and sacrifice, even in small ways. Prioritizing you demonstrates that your presence and well-being matter deeply to them. They are emotionally invested enough to make choices that benefit you, sometimes before considering themselves. Over time, these repeated acts of consideration reveal a consistent pattern of affection that goes beyond casual friendliness. The key difference is subtle. It's not about obligation, or expectation of reward, but a sincere desire to support, comfort, and enhance your life. Whether it's offering their seat, lending a hand with a difficult task, or simply giving you attention when they are tired, these gestures are meaningful indicators that their feelings are real and steadily growing. 11. They share personal stories only with you. When someone begins to develop strong feelings, they often open up about their life in ways they don't with others. Sharing personal stories, memories, or struggles is an act of trust and intimacy. They reveal parts of themselves that are normally reserved for close confidants. This selective vulnerability indicates that they see you as someone safe and important, someone they can emotionally connect with. By sharing these private experiences, they are implicitly saying, "I trust you with my inner world." Often, these disclosures happen gradually, punctuated with laughter, seriousness, or nostalgia, revealing a multifaceted connection. Over time, this pattern of selective openness signals that you occupy a unique place in their emotional landscape. Unlike casual acquaintances, they are willing to show their true self, including fears, dreams, and past experiences. The very act of confiding in you subtly strengthens the emotional bond, making their feelings increasingly apparent even if unspoken. This behavior is a powerful indicator of growing affection and trust, quietly building intimacy that words alone cannot express. 12. They get protective in quiet, unobtrusive ways. Someone falling for you often shows protection instinctively, but in subtle, non-dramatic ways. They watch out for your safety, well-being, and comfort without making it obvious or overbearing. It could be a gentle warning when situations seem risky, guiding you through challenges, or discreetly intervening to prevent discomfort or harm. This quiet protectiveness reflects a deep-seated concern. They care enough to act before issues escalate, yet they respect your independence and space. It's different from overt or controlling behavior. It's thoughtful, measured, and often goes unnoticed by others. Over time, you start noticing these small acts, checking in after you've had a long day, subtly ensuring your needs are met, or positioning themselves in ways that offer reassurance. These gestures signal emotional investment, affection, and a desire to ensure your happiness and safety. Their protectiveness is a silent yet powerful form of care, revealing that they are emotionally connected and invested in your life, even if they haven't explicitly confessed their feelings. 13. They laugh more at your jokes than others. One subtle sign someone is falling for you is the way they respond to your humor. They laugh more readily at your jokes, even the small or imperfect ones, because your happiness and reactions matter to them. This isn't simply politeness. It reflects emotional investment. Your laughter triggers a positive response in them, creating a feedback loop of connection and joy. Often, their laughter is accompanied by genuine smiles, eye contact, or slight gestures of amusement that show they are fully engaged. Over time, you notice a pattern. They respond more enthusiastically to your humor than to anyone else's. This behavior indicates that they value your presence and find personal joy in your happiness. Their reactions are instinctive, often unconscious, revealing feelings they may not yet have admitted. Laughing at your jokes becomes more than social interaction. It's an emotional bond forming quietly, a reflection of the affection and admiration growing in their heart. Subtle, consistent, and genuine, this pattern of behavior is a clear indicator that you hold a special place in their world. 14. They seem nervous or shy around you. Nervousness or shyness is a common response when someone is emotionally invested in you. Their behavior may include fidgeting, avoiding prolonged eye contact, or hesitating before speaking. These subtle signs often reveal that they care about your perception of them and want to make a positive impression. The nervous energy arises from excitement and anticipation, not discomfort. They are aware of the importance of your presence. Over time, you may notice that their demeanor changes depending on whether you are around. With others, they may appear confident and relaxed, but around you, there is a delicate tension, a heightened sensitivity to interactions. This behavior is a strong clue that their feelings run deeper than casual interest. The shyness or nervous energy isn't about fear, but about emotional attachment. It signals that your presence affects them profoundly and that they are consciously or subconsciously trying to navigate their feelings while maintaining composure. Recognizing this pattern often reveals that their heart is quietly invested, even if words haven't confirmed it. 15. They make time for you even when busy. When someone cares deeply, they prioritize you despite their own hectic schedule. They make an effort to carve out moments to spend time with you, even if it means adjusting work, personal commitments, or other obligations. This behavior signals that your presence matters more than convenience or routine. It's not about grand gestures. It's the consistent effort that counts. Checking in with a message, attending events where you'll be, or simply pausing to talk despite being busy. Their actions reflect emotional investment and intentionality. Over time, this pattern becomes noticeable. They consistently show that your time together is a priority, even when it requires sacrifice. Making time for someone demonstrates that they value the connection and want to nurture it, sending a quiet but powerful message that you occupy a special place in their life. Unlike casual acquaintances, who may only interact when convenient, their actions reveal deliberate care and affection. This willingness to invest time is one of the clearest indicators that their heart has been quietly captured.